Cousin Dan. I can't wait till you get here. Shining Time Station is busier than ever.
Dear Cousin Kara, guess what? Our grandfather Harry was transferred to Fort Farley. So Shining Time Station has a new engineer. His name is Billy Two Feathers.
But Schemer is still Schemer, and you know what that means. And Aunt Stacy is fine, and she's really happy running the station. A man named Mr. Nicholas came to visit us at Christmas time. Mr. Nicholas needed help in his workshop, so when he went back to his home at the North Pole, Mr. Conductor went along with him.
But then Mr. Conductor's cousin arrived. There's always a Mr. Conductor living here, or else it wouldn't be Shining Time Station. See you on Halloween. Love, Tanya.
When you get here, your cousin Matt.
Who's your friend?
I'm Kara Cupper. Tanya's my cousin.
Hiya, Kara. We've been expecting you. Welcome to Shining Time Station.
The pride of the Indian Valley line.
Kara wants to be an engineer like our Grandpa Harry. Oh, that's great. Oh, Matt, have you seen your cousin Dan?
He's not back yet, Aunt Stacy.
Well, would you kids mind looking for him for me, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, Dan, you just missed the kids. They went out to look for you. Where's your costume, honey?
I haven't got one yet, Aunt Stacy.
Oh, I think you'll find something to make your costume with. Why don't you go around and explore?
Okay.
Hello, Ween.
Oh, Schemer, these pumpkins are rotten.
Hey, only technically, Miss Jones. Only technically.
Oh, you know, Schemer, it is dishonest to try to sell painted pumpkins.
It's a disguise, Miss Jones. The pumpkins this year are wearing orange paint as a costume.
Oh, Schemer, that's against the spirit of Halloween.
Jonesy, don't tell me about the spirit of Halloween. The spirit of Halloween is about two things. Making a buck selling costumes and pumpkins, and number two, getting free candy.
Oh,
Huh? Huh?
now that's the spirit of Halloween.
What I like about Halloween is you get to be somebody else.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I dressed up and pretended I was Rex.
And I pretended I was Ted.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get our costumes on.
Oh,
now that's a good idea.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Tanya, lasagna, and Matt the hat.
Look, it's Mr. Conductor. Wait, where'd he go?
No, you're imagining me. I'm not really here.
Wait, don't be afraid of us. Harry's my grandfather and Tanya's my cousin. They told me all about Thomas and the other trains. Hey, I'm Dan Jones. Stacy's my aunt, and she told me all about your stories and your magic.
You like stories, trains, and magic? Well, you've come to the right place. Let me properly introduce myself. Mr. Conductor, at your service.
Are you going trick-or-treating around here?
Here, there, and everywhere, Dan.
Isn't it Halloween where Thomas lives? What is it called?
The island of Sodor. Of course they do. And they even have ghosts.
Real ghosts?
Well, Thomas thought he saw a real ghost. Let me tell you about it. And every year, on the date of the accident, it runs again as a warning to others, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost soul. Percy, what are you talking about? The ghost train. Driver saw it last night. Where? Asked Thomas and Toby. He didn't say. Oh, it makes my wheels wobble to think of it. Puh, said Thomas. You're just a silly little engine. I'm not scared. Thomas didn't believe in your ghost, said Percy next morning. His driver laughed. Neither do I. It was only a pretend ghost story. Percy was disappointed. That evening, he came back from the harbor. Percy knew where he was, even in the dark. Crow's Farm Crossing. We shan't be long now. He liked running at night. The rails hummed and the signal light shone green. But a broken cartload of lime lay ahead. Sam the farmer had just gone for help. Percy broke the cart to smithereens. Lime flew everywhere. He puffed quickly to the nearest signal box. Percy's driver explained what had happened. I'll see to it, said the signalman. But you'd better clean Percy, or people will think he's a ghost. Percy chuckled. Let's pretend I'm a ghost and scare Thomas. That'll teach him to say I'm a silly little engine. Toby promised to help. Thomas was being oiled up for his evening train. Percy's had an accident, cried Toby. Poor engine, said Thomas. Botheration. That means I'll be late. They've cleared the line for you, but there's something worse. Out with it, Toby. I can't wait all evening. I just seen something, said Toby. It looked like Percy's ghost. It said it was coming here to warn us. Who cares? Don't be frightened, Toby. I'll take care of you. Let me in, wailed Percy. No, not by the smoke on my chimney, chim. I'll choke, and I'll puff, and I'll break your door in. Oh, dear, exclaimed Thomas. It's getting late. Oh, I'd no idea. Oh, I must find Annie and Clarabelle. It was morning when Thomas returned. Where have you been? Asked Toby. Well, said Thomas, I knew you'd be sad about Percy, and I didn't like to intrude. I slept in the freight shed, and... Oh, sorry, can't stop. Gotta see a coach about a train. Percy was none the worse for his adventure, and was still enjoying himself enormously. He had heard everything. Well, what do you know about that? Anyone would think, chuckled Toby, that our Thomas had just seen a ghost. And now, speaking of ghosts, I've got to fly. It's nighttime in the tropics, and I'm due for trick-or-treating by and by.
Thomas was silly to be afraid. There's no such thing as a ghost. Boy, nothing scares you, does it?
Stacy, dear, have you heard?
Heard what, Midge?
Anything. I have been visiting my sister in Zoodlehaven since last night. I'm out of touch. Is anything new?
Well, you know what they say, Midge. Every day is a different story.
Yes. Who's they? What story?
So you're really not afraid of anything.
Mm-hmm.
See that? I dare you to grab that banana. Or are you too scared?
No. I'm not afraid.